and gratitude for the gifts of sharp minds, creative spirits, and compassionate hearts. In this space that has beheld campus life for the past 175 years, supporting rigorous academics, beloved traditions, candlelit walks, and service to the community, we come once more to recognize what we have learned of ourselves, one another, and our world. As this graduating class prepares to leave their legacy and make a new transition, we seek blessings for them and for the family and friends who have supported them. May they continue to live the questions, even as they embrace mystery and wonder. In Holland's own transitions, may we honor the wisdom born of our history and have the discernment to understand what to keep, what to let go, and what to change. Grant our trustees, administration, faculty, and staff the courage to lead with creativity, vision, and heart. We offer our gratitude for the dedicated service of President Nancy Gray and pray that she will be blessed in her leaving, just as she has blessed Holland's in her 12 years here. May each transition, each new beginning, bring us home to ourselves and to the wisdom that guides us, reminding us always to lift our eyes to find the source of our help, inspiration, and strength. Amen. You may be seated.
Welcome to Holland's 175th commencement exercises. And congratulations to the 175th anniversary class of 2017. 211 students who will be receiving their diplomas today. Among you are Horizon graduates who have mastered time management and learned to balance all dimensions of your lives. Many of you have juggled academics, work, and family responsibilities and made personal sacrifices to earn your degrees. And you did it. For students being awarded master's degrees today, this ceremony is also a milestone in your lives. With graduate classes behind you and your thesis completed, you should be very proud. Almost 4 years ago, the class of 2017 arrived at Holland's and assembled as a group for the first time here on Front Quad for our orientation program, The Road to Commencement. Today, you have arrived at your destination. This morning, the class of 2017 again assembles on Front Quad, now for your commencement. Now surrounded not by strangers, but by classmates who will be your lifelong friends. Not by faculty who you feared would be intimidating, but by professors who have challenged and encouraged you. Not in a strange place with questionable acronyms, but on a campus you have come to love. Today, memories of ring night and pots and pans banging together at Tinker Scares come flooding back, along with the pride and sense of accomplishment when you finished your thesis or senior project. Along the way here, you have found your voices in the classrooms, in the library, in laboratories, and on the stage. In concert halls, on the canvas, on paper, at conferences, and in podium and poster presentations, or in chalk on the sidewalks, paint on Senior Rock, and glitter everywhere. You have gained a deeper understanding of the complexities and interconnectedness of the world by completing internships and research projects, studying abroad, developing your leadership skills, and serving others. You have discovered your individual gifts, passion, and sense of purpose as you have grown increasingly insightful, independent, and confident. You are a class of strong, independent, and creative graduates ready for the next chapter of your lives. Over the last few years, you have come together, standing together when you took your first step on front quad at the beginning of your senior year, and standing up for social justice as you help to make our community stronger. You are going on to graduate and professional schools, including the University of Virginia Medical School, Harvard Divinity School, the Virginia-Maryland College of Veterinary Science, the Batten School at the University of Virginia, VCU Dental School, the College of William and Mary, Columbia University, Baylor University, Syracuse University, American University, Wellesley Seminary, and the University of Texas at A&M. You are going on to work as chemists, teachers, investment counselors, law enforcement officers, stage managers, or in other fields, to begin new jobs in places ranging from New York City to Roanoke, or to take some time off, regroup, and carefully consider your next steps. This morning, I also extend heartfelt greetings from our Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Trish Hammer. She could not be with us today because her son is in the hospital in Chicago, and that is where she needs to be. But in Trish's words, our graduates and their families have so much to be proud of today. Congratulations from Vice President Hammer and from all of us. Congratulations. It is now my distinct honor to introduce our guest speaker for Holland's 175th commencement. In the field of neuroscience, Mary Beth Hatton is the equivalent of a rock star. And Mary Beth, I bet you've not been called a rock star before. After completing her Bachelor of Science degree in chemistry at Holland's in 1971, she went on to earn a PhD in biochemical sciences from Princeton University and perform her postdoctoral research in neuroscience at Harvard Medical School. She subsequently worked at the New York University School of Medicine and the College of Physicians and Surgeons at Columbia University. In 1992, Mary Beth joined the Rockefeller University in New York City and was appointed the university's first female full professor. And she was the first woman to lead a research laboratory at Rockefeller University. Today, Dr. Hatton holds the Frederick P. Rose Professorship in the Laboratory of Developmental Neurobiology at Rockefeller. Mary Beth's trailblazing investigations into brain development have rightfully earned her many accolades. In 2015, she was presented the prestigious Max Cohen Award, which honors a neuroscientist for outstanding work in developmental neuroscience. This spring, she was elected to the National Academy of Sciences. in recognition of her continuing achievements and original research. Her close friend, Roanoke Michael Friedlander, Vice President for Health Services and Technology at Virginia Tech, and the Executive Director of the Virginia Tech Brilliant Research Institute, called Mary Beth one of the most distinguished and highly recognized developmental neuroscientists in the world. She is a world leader in understanding how nerve cells migrate and move into their correct positions within the developing brain. Her work has provided profound insights that are essential to understanding the development of children's cognitive and behavioral abilities. This morning, I am delighted to welcome back to Holland's our alumna, my friend, and this year's commencement speaker, Mary Beth Hatton.
President Gray, Chairman Lambeth, members of the board, faculty, the class of 2017, parents, and honored guests. I am thrilled to be back on this campus in my beloved Hills to speak to you this morning. First, however, I want to pay tribute to President Nancy Gray, who has served this university with such remarkable distinction. Under Nancy's leadership, Holland's commitment to the liberal arts and the sciences has been deepened by the addition of majors in environmental science and environmental studies, as well as Master of Fine Arts degrees in playwriting and children's book writing and illustrating, and the honors research seminars. Importantly, she has overseen the renovation of the historic, wonderful buildings that we all love so much here on Front Quad, and spearheaded a $6.5 million campaign to renovate the Dana Science Building, which, by the way, opened the year I came here, to update the labs and create more research space. Beyond that, through the largest fundraising campaign in the university's history, she has given Holland's and all of us a gift that will outlast us all, a remarkable endowment and debt-free operating budget. So on behalf of all of the students and all of the alumni, I want to thank you, Nancy, for this incredible legacy. In the nearly 20 years since I last stood on the podium, the question for me still remains, what is a woman's voice? As Virginia Woolf put it when considering the role of women in fiction, and I quote, "The words hang like a collar around my neck. One can see, even from a distance, that the subject of women is dangerous. Neither man nor woman has ever written 10 words on the subject without showing signs of ice in their veins," end quote. To give life to a woman's voice in history, Woolf evoked the memory of Shakespeare's dead sister, the voice unheard, the voice unwritten. Today, although a woman's voice is beginning to be heard, it is still questioned, still qualified as different, somewhat slightly less important than the dominant male voice in our society. Why is this? And how can you, today's graduates, take what you've experienced together here at Holland and enrich our society with a different point of view, a woman's voice? So what is so different about women and their point of view? For one thing, women like to make circles. As a child, a circle of women surrounded my mother, Mary Lou Hatton, who's watching on her iPad this morning. When she talked to them, a different affect would appear, a knowing look, a shared intensity, engaging laughter. Jenny Hopkins, Amy Barbie, Lee Cochran, Carol DeMall, a circle around my mother, the Holland's class of 1946. where her voice was heard. In choosing a college, the voices in my mother's circle kept playing in my mind. More than anything, the women around my mother brought me to Holland. But soon after I came here, another circle formed, that of my new friends. Soon I heard their voices, as I still hear them today. We shared what we read and thought, our varied experiences, happy and sad, the terrible violence of 1968, the wonderful music of the period, the protests of that war. We listened to one another, and more importantly, we heard each other. The linguist and sociologist Deborah has studied how gender differences shape the perspectives of boys and girls. In her book, You Just Don't Understand, one common theme emerges. Little boys grow up in linguistic hierarchies, little girls in communities, towers and circles. I especially like her studies about how children cope with frustration and what superpowers they invoke under stress. The study reports the response of a young boy versus that of a young girl when their favorite toy has been taken away from them. What do? The young boy first asks for his toy back, then perhaps demands it back, or even starts posturing with the other boy. But facing the prospect of not getting what he wants, he says, "If you don't give me that back, I'm going to tell Billy and he's going to beat you up." Now what of the little girl? She too asks for the toy back, and in her frustration feels angry. But unlike the little boy, she would more likely say, "If you don't give me that back, I'm going to tell Susie and Jenny and Katie and everybody we know, and they're not going to like you anymore." Hierarchies and circles, threats of power versus threats of exclusion. It's not always easy to see this little story in real life, but when you do, it rings true. The sociology of male and female organizations differs. Certainly one of the most startling and wonderful moments I have had in attending meetings in academia was a circle story, a story from Columbia. 2 years after I finally made it to full professor at Columbia, I got a notice that the female professors, of which there were some 60 in number, which sounds impressive till you realize there were 1,000 in total, i.e. 6%, were to hold a meeting. I was so excited. This, after all, was the group that had first ferreted out the data showing that women faculty were paid less than men, the first organized women's faculty. That day that I went, the group included the great anthropologist Ruth Benedict, the historian Marjorie Nicholson, the scientist Ruth Sager, Salome Gluckson-Welch, and Sarah Ratner, the novelist Elizabeth Hardwick, Sleepless Nights, Mary Gordon, Temporary Shelter, and the great theologian Elaine Pagel's Gnostic Gospels. As I walked into the room, a beautiful drawing room, very much like the Green drawing room, I was completely overwhelmed because there was the clatter and sight of 60 women trying to move the chairs into a circle. It was preposterous trying to move them into a circle. I don't think anyone has figured out how to put 60 chairs in a circle in a room the size of the Green drawing room. Women's voices filled the room. It was a different culture, a different way of interacting with one another. And for the first time since I had left in academia, it felt like Holland. What then are the barriers, inward and outward, that women face in trying to create a woman's voice in literature, art, or science? In my field of developmental biology, one struggles to understand how the brain is put together. What are the important questions? Perhaps it's not a coincidence that the Nobel Prize in this area has been awarded for the discovery of master genes, controlling elements, competitive elimination, ocular dominance columns. Is that the pure science of Socrates or the dominant male voice? A woman's voice is quietly gaining even in science. New terms are infiltrating and changing our views on brain development. Terms like local environment, equivalence groups, jumping genes, community signals, the work of women scientists. I am known for cell-cell interactions, and they think that's such a novel idea. The second issue, of course, is how to have your voice heard. How do you, the class of 2017, get out there and become successful? Perhaps the most important advice from the past decade, in my view, is that of Sheryl Sandberg, who wrote about women, and I quote, "We hold ourselves back in ways both big and small, by lacking self-confidence, by not raising our hands, and by pulling back when we should be leaning in." Leaning in. That is an essential point. To take the confidence you feel in the circles at Holland's into the world of business, academia, wherever you may land, and lean in with your knowledge, your insights, your point of view. Follow your passion. Do what you love, whether it's science, writing fiction, or business. Lean in. Lean in with facts. For in life, as in science, the moment the facts lead you out of the box, that will be a breakthrough moment, a discovery, a new product, a new line in your poetry. Try to break free from internal barriers that compromise your confidence by focusing on the matter at hand, not whether things are fair or balanced, because they aren't. Sandberg is right. Confidence is the key. Not confidence that you're always right, not confidence that you're so great, but confidence that you feel here at Holland's that your voice will be heard. Have the confidence to be ambitious. When she greeted us each morning, my wonderful fifth grade teacher, Mrs. Little, used to have us say and do, reach for the stars. You too need to do that little motion every day. Reach for the best job. Go for Harvard, UVA, Rockefeller, Google, Doctors Without Borders, or whatever might be the very best in your field. And remember always, you need to do that because the men will always do that, because it will never occur to them that they aren't the best. Reach for the stars, take risks, lean in. Also remember to help yourself be resilient. So no matter how high you rise, there will always be some failures. Oprah Winfrey once wisely noted that failure in work or in relationships is just a cue to take a different path. Don't be afraid to take a different path. Be your own GPS. Along the way, you have to keep your sense of humor and practice a poker face. As I read Sandberg's anecdotes in her book, Lean In, I had to laugh in recognition. Like Sandberg, arriving in the boardroom for the first time, when I arrived as the first female professor at Rockefeller, the elite biomedical university with only 80 faculty that would rank third in Nobel Prizes if it were a country, I was shocked to discover that the library had no ladies' room. I can't resist two other stories. The senior professor, soon after I arrived, invited me to lunch. He wanted to clue me in that it was not becoming for me, the first female professor, to drive a Jeep Cherokee with a sea kayak on top. Or the gala dinner, when David Rockefeller introduced me as the first Rockefeller woman professor to Pamela Harriman, the Grand Dame of Washington Society. She said, and I quote, "You look so normal." Keeping your cool along the way is very important. That brings me to the rewards, the spoils of success. Picture the scene. Mother in her beautiful house. But there's another creature in the house. A creature with different values. A male cat. The cat goes out into the azalea garden and brings Mother the things he kills for her. A snake, a bird, and puts them under her antique four-poster bed. He brings her the spoils of his hunt, the dead bird and snake. Women don't always want the same rewards as men. We collaborate more, which is often taken as a weakness. We listen more. Nancy Gray is the perfect model for a woman's voice in a starring role because she listens to other points of view with such great success. Listening well is one of the major aspects of leaning in. Valuing other points of view, making circles rather than simply exercising power is one of the novel tones in a woman's voice. Now, women certainly want the same compensation, the same benefits, but we don't always crave to rise to the top of the hierarchy or to exercise power. We don't necessarily want the spoils that men want. Be comfortable with that. Indeed, I went to Rockefeller in part because there are no departments, no hierarchy. Find a path that works for you. One last story about overcoming a traditional woman's voice has served me well for many years. While I was still at Columbia, my department chairman complained to me that women were impossible to recruit. While men ask for 2 to 3 times what they want and then negotiate, women only ask for exactly what they want. And then when you offer them half, as is the usual practice, they leave disappointed, turn you down, and resent you. That was a revelation to me. After that, I always doubled or tripled my request. And to my astonishment, I most often received what I asked for. Don't expect to be disappointed. Think of what you need to succeed, then double it and ask for that. Above all, don't struggle to cope with being the only woman. Join the search committee. Push for more women to be interviewed for a position. Serve on the diversity committee. Hire enough women to build a circle of colleagues around you. Create the environment where collaboration and connection are valued, where there are shared ventures and not just sliced pies. So as you sit here today, listen for the peace and confidence that encircle you in this beautiful quadrangle. Find a way to keep hearing the voices of the friends and professors you love here. Go forth and speak confidently with your own voice, a woman's voice. Thank you, and Godspeed, class of 2017.
Thank you, Dr. Hatton, who received her honorary degree from Holland's the first time she gave a commencement speech here. I'm pleased at this time to introduce the chair of the Holland's Board of Trustees, Judy Ramba. Judy graduated from Holland's with honors in 1973, earning a degree in English. She then completed her law degree at Wake Forest University School of Law in 1977 and began her career with the DuPont Company that same year. Judy went on to engage in a wide range of assignments in corporate, commercial, environmental, and international law and litigation. She became Assistant General Counsel of DuPont's energy subsidiary, Conoco, in 1992. From 1997 to 2001, she served as Assistant General Counsel and Managing Director of DuPont Asia Pacific in Hong Kong. She rejoined Conoco, later ConocoPhillips, in 2001 as Deputy General Counsel and Corporate Secretary. In 2006, she moved to Reynolds American in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, where she served as Executive Vice President and General Counsel until her retirement in 2010. Judy joined the Holland's Board of Trustees that same year, recognizing it was then time to give back to her alma mater. And she has served in a variety of leadership roles, including service on the university's University Strategic Planning Committee. Since 2012, Judy has led Holland's engagement campaign, engaging our alumni in all aspects of the work that we do together. She became Holland's Chair of the Board of Trustees in 2015. Please join me in welcoming Judy Ramba.
Thank you, Nancy. We're about to have some fun. Will Tom Barron please join me at the podium? After graduating from Williams College and then joining Florida's Capital City Bank in 1974, you went on to earn an MBA from Florida State University and then rose to become president of Second National Bank and Industrial National Bank. You were named president of Capital City in 1995. Under your leadership, the bank has been named among the best banks to work for by American Banker magazine, best financial institution by Tallahassee magazine, and has been applauded for its ongoing pledge to hire local veterans by the Career Source Capital region. You are devoted to community, serving on numerous boards focused on economic development, as well as the Tall Timbers Foundation and the Community Bankers of Florida. You have enjoyed a strong connection to Holland's for many years. Your wife, Jane Henderson Barron, is a member of Holland's class of 1971, and your three daughters, Elizabeth, Rebecca, and Anne, graduated from Holland's in 2004, 2007, and 2011, respectively. Your legacy connections continue with your sister, Mary Barron McLean, class of 1976, cousin Catherine Barron Pope, class of 1997, as well as Jane's mother, Annie Bell Henderson, class of 1933, and sister Mary Buchanan, class of 1960. Now you can see why this is fun. You were elected to the Holland's Board of Trustees in 2008 and served as chair from 2012 to 2015. Among your distinctions as chair are your pivotal role in the development of Holland's strategic plan, connecting liberal arts education and experience to achieve results, which is guiding the university through 2018. And your steady hand when our sister institution, Sweetbriar College, experienced a difficult time. Even after completing your service as board chair, you've continued to give tirelessly of your many leadership gifts by chairing the committees on audit and investment and working diligently to ensure that the university thrives. Today, Tom Barron, in recognition of your achievements, Holland's University is privileged to bestow upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa. Tom just said, this is my circle.
Congratulations, you're now one of us with the paperwork.
I'm not tall enough to reach it. Nancy, don't go away because we're going to have some more fun. Come here, come here, come here. She doesn't know this is happening, so that's part of the fun. Come on. Throughout your 12-year tenure as president of Holland's, you were an exemplary champion of the liberal arts and sciences and of women's colleges. Under your distinguished leadership, Holland's has implemented a 5-year strategic plan with the goal of establishing the university as the women's college that best unites excellence in liberal arts education with experiential learning opportunities and strong career preparation. You secured the 3rd highest endowment among members of the Virginia Foundation of Independent Colleges. You eliminated debt, and you maintained a balanced operating budget for the past 10 years. At the same time, you have reduced the university's carbon footprint and overseen renovation of historic buildings and gardens on campus, including the transformation of Dana Science Building, now underway. You guided Holland through the largest comprehensive fundraising campaign in the university's history, and the largest ever undertaken by a women's college in the South, and announced the largest single gift assurance in school history, a commitment of $20 million arranged by Elizabeth Hall McDonald, class of 1962, and her husband, James S. McDonald III. You have worked closely with faculty to introduce new programs, including majors in environmental studies and environmental science, a certificate program in leadership studies, an extensive seminar program for first-year students, Master of Fine Arts degrees in playwriting and children's book writing and illustrating, and the Honors Seminar program. You have also spearheaded an alumni engagement initiative designed to enhance career preparation for students. Perhaps most notably, you have set the highest standard of servant leadership with your selflessness and compassion. Today, Nancy Oliver Gray, in recognition of your achievements, Holland University is privileged to bestow upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. She's always been one of us, but now we have the paperwork to prove it. Once again, the height challenge. I think I'm done. But that was fun, wasn't it?
Judy, I'm overwhelmed. I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our Board of Trustees. Tom, it is such an honor to receive this the same day as you. And finally, you've made me an honest, legitimate woman. Holland's woman. And now, class of 2017, I really am one of you. Thank you so much. And Dr. Barron, it's taken you a lot longer than the other members of your family to receive your Holland's degree. But we are absolutely delighted that you have joined them. And I'd like to invite the other Barron family Holland's alumni who are with us today to please stand so we can recognize you all. His sister, his wife, and one of his three daughters. I would also just publicly like to thank you, Tom, for the opportunity and privilege to have served with you when you were chair of our Board of Trustees. I have learned so much from you as you guided Holland's and me with wisdom and a steady hand during some of our most turbulent days. I will never forget the privilege to have served with you, and it is no surprise to me that your bank has done so well, or that you are surrounded by this strong Holland's family, who I know also appreciate you in every way, as husband, father, brother. Thank you for being Tom Barron and for being one of us at Holland. share one other circle story about Holland's. Last night, we had the privilege of accepting a gift to Holland's from the late Patrick Hayes. Mr. Hayes was a family friend of Tom and Hazel Donahue and their daughter Liz, who graduated from Holland's 25 years ago in the class of 1992. And I'd like to invite the Donahue family to also please stand. Would you all please stand so we may welcome you? Following Liz's graduation from Holland's, which Mr. Hayes attended, he observed the inseparable spirit of Liz and her Holland's friends, as well as their love for Holland's, and he wanted both to continue. So he established a trust which provided resources for Liz and her 3 best Holland's friends to have many reunions each year. And for 25 years following their graduation, they have done exactly that, so that their bonds to each other and to Holland's could only deepen. Following Mr. Hayes' death, the remainder of the trust has now been given to Holland's to create a new award for outstanding work completed by a senior majoring in art history. What an inspiring Holland's story, and we are grateful to Mr. Hayes and the Donahue family, and inspired by the circle of friendship and the interlocking circle back to Holland's that this story captures so beautifully. Beginning next spring, this award will be presented at our Honors Convocation, our annual celebration of academic achievement. At the Honors Convocation this year, we conferred special awards, prizes, and recognitions to a group of outstanding students. Names of these students are listed in your program. Would the Convocation honorees please stand and be recognized for your accomplishments? Today, we would like to recognize other students who are receiving commencement awards. The Faculty Award for Academic Excellence is awarded to the student with the second highest academic standing in the class of 2017. This year, we are pleased to announce that this honor goes to Samantha Ann Stone. The first Faculty Award for Academic Excellence goes to the student with the highest academic standing. This year, we are pleased to announce that this honor goes to Taylor Joyce Walker. The Algernon Sidney Sullivan Community Award. Given by the Algernon Sidney Sullivan Foundation to honor the memory of the founder of the New York Southern Society. This award is made to a person associated with Holland's who has shown in daily living and work those characteristics that exhibit the noblest of spiritual and human qualities. This year's recipient started her career at Holland's in 1977, and during her many years brought a passion and excitement for all things mathematical. Whether she was teaching quantitative reasoning or calculus, the mathematics of gambling or the wonders of mathematical knitting, her enthusiasm and gift for motivation and inspiration were unbounded. As one current student recently noted, she was the neatest mathematical nerd ever, and we love and respect her for that. She always got so excited when she drove through the I-81 and I-64 interstate exchange, because it was the only place she knew of where two perfect squares met. This year's Sullivan Award recipient generously and joyously shared her talents in a way that richly enhanced the Holland's experience. She was a thought leader in the world of quantitative literacy and a sought-after expert in the design and implementation of undergraduate quantitative reasoning programs. In January, the Mathematical Association of America presented her with the 2017 Deborah and Franklin Tepper Heimo Award, a national award to honor her not only for inspiring students in the classroom and beyond, but also for developing and teaching interdisciplinary courses that help all students understand, appreciate, and value the significance and beauty of mathematics in the world around them. Her service on campus was extraordinary. Science seminar, Phi Beta Kappa, sustained dialogue, honors program, faculty executive committee, University Marshal, and that was all happening in the spring semester of 2017. As one colleague stated, we were very lucky to have had such an amazing leader, mentor, and friend. She cared about Holland's with all of her heart and all of her soul, and then some. We are very thankful for the joy, mathematical and otherwise, she brought to this campus. In gratitude for her dedicated support of the Holland's community, Holland's bestows the Algernon Sidney Sullivan Award upon the late Karen Diefendorfer, Professor of Mathematics. Accepting the award today in honor and memory of Karen are Karen's husband David, sons Joseph and Mark, her sister Elaine, and cousin and former emeritus faculty member at Holland's, Nancy Haley. Would all of you please come forward to accept the award? The Algernon Sidney Sullivan Student Award. The Algernon Sullivan Student Award recognizes the senior, who has shown by daily living those qualities that evidence a love and helpfulness toward others. It is often the extroverted and outspoken that attract our attention. But spending a few moments in quiet conversation with this recipient reveals a heart that speaks louder than words and a spirit that can't be diminished. A thoughtful listener and a deep thinker. She may appear serious, but she will surprise you with her delightful and quirky sense of humor. Though she prefers to shine the spotlight on others instead of seeking attention for herself, her brilliance shines through in her sharp mind and her compassionate heart, in the way she shows genuine care for others with her supportive presence and friendship. She is a bright light who has served our campus in her roles as ETP mentor, a member of the Diversity Monologue Troupe, a student employee, and leader in Spanish House. Her strength of character and spirit are an inspiration to others. As an honors program student and double major in Spanish and religion, she is diligent and motivated in her work, stirred by a passion for social justice and building stronger communities of equality. She has demonstrated this in sharing her story and experiences and in creating the opportunity for others to do the same. Her openness to diversity of belief and identity and creating inclusive spaces are well suited for her path ahead as she enters Harvard Divinity School next fall. We are delighted to present this year's Algernon Sidney Sullivan Student Award to Nora Williams. Bushnell Award is given to a student who displays the finest spirit of leadership during her days at Holland's. In her 4 years, this student's recipient has excelled in formal leadership positions, including head residential assistant of staff development for 2016-17, member of the Black Student Alliance Executive Council, 4 years as Social Justice Initiative Chair of STAND, and co-chair of the Feminist Majority Leadership Alliance. This student dedicated herself to making Holland's a place where all students felt they belonged and had the resources to thrive. As a sophomore, she joined with her classmates to research Holland's antebellum history and co-presented their findings. Their speech advanced Holland's process toward acknowledging the contributions of the enslaved people and the important contributions of freed people post-bellum to the growth of Holland's. In difficult times when national events affected the Holland's community, this student helped her peers process the events and organize them for constructive action. Throughout her career at Holland's, the student selflessly advocated for students with marginalized identities in and out of the classroom. Beyond her formal leadership roles, the student also led in quiet, informal ways. Many of the students, faculty, and staff remember times they watched her reach out to peers who were having difficult moments, often with a hug and kind word. Her classmates can testify to the many times she clarified lectures or successfully advocated for student-friendly amendments to syllabi. The student has also been instrumental in the growth of the relatively new Global Politics and Societies Department, helping students to navigate schedules and policies. In recognition of her leadership in all these settings, the class of 2017 chose her to be their student speaker at this year's Honors Convocation. Throughout her career, this student has modeled the tenacity and professionalism necessary for maximizing every opportunity. These qualities will serve her well as she goes on to pursue her doctorate in sociology from Texas A&M. I'm delighted to present this year's Annie Bushnell Award to Leah Joseph. Funkhauser Award honors the senior who, in addition to being a good student, is preeminent in character and leadership. This year's recipient maintained an excellent scholastic record while pursuing her degree in business and completing the Certificate in Leadership Studies with the Baton Leadership Institute. A true Holland's woman with many interests. She loves Shakespeare, particularly The Tempest, and shows a range of talent that both allows her to preside over meetings or to listen quietly. While serving in many leadership roles on campus, including this year as SGA president, she has shown dedication, seriousness of purpose, and accountability, seeing all roles, small and large, as meaningful and worthy of her very best effort. She always shows up with a smile and a beautiful measure of curiosity, inviting others to join her at the table. She has served as an inspiring friend and mentor, like those who first inspired her to dream of big possibilities. She has reached to the past to reflect better on the present and assess decision points about the future. This depth of reflection, informed by her practice of keeping every quiz, goal, and notes from her first day at Holland's, captures an acute interest in evolution of perspectives and growth. In the space between those lines, she grew her sense of self, which guided her intentional job search to find a firm whose authentic and positive culture guides business choices, demonstrating consistency of her values in her career. The Holland's community has been witness to her confidence and enthusiasm in taking on the world in her new position with a marketing firm in New York City, intent on making the most of the opportunity before her, just as she has done at Holland's. For her achievements in academia, leadership, and good citizenship, we are very pleased to present this year's Jane Kopp Funkhauser Award to Tegan Harcourt. It is now my great pleasure to introduce the president of the class of 2017, Mrs. Cicely Weber. And as Cicely is coming forward, we all extend our very best wishes on that important pageant coming up in June.
Well, I would like to first begin by saying thank you. Thank you to our professors, administration, and staff for giving of your time and talents to keep Holland thriving. It is because of you that we have had the honor of learning and living on this beautiful campus. I would also like to thank my peers, in particular the class of 2017, for this beautiful community that we have created together. I will never hold anything dearer than the opportunity I've had to grow alongside you all. When I look out to you, I see the faces of individuals who love fearlessly, who give their talents generously, and who are, in all seriousness, some of the smartest and most lovely people I have ever been lucky enough to call friends. Yesterday, sitting in the chapel at Baccalaureate, I noticed two friends holding hands for support. I myself felt squeezes as I, like many of my peers, found myself in tears. What we have here is special. Being in an environment where we hold each other and love each other openly, where we can express and experience emotions without shame, and where we lift each other up with utter sincerity in our hearts, is extremely unique in today's society. I will forever be thankful for the tenderness I have learned here at Holland University from you, my peers. And I know that no matter where we go after today, that is something that we will hold on to and something that is intrinsic to who we are as individuals. We have had only 4 short years together, but in that time, we have made enough memories to last a lifetime. We have loved on this campus. We have been challenged on this campus. We have celebrated, cried, and have undoubtedly experienced immense personal and academic growth. We have each had different experiences, and I can only hope that yours has had as many moments of beauty as mine has. But regardless of what these past 4 years have brought to you, know this: your experiences, your friendships, and more importantly, your education is entirely your own. No one can take that away from you, regardless of what happens after we leave here today. And with that, today is also a day of goodbyes. It's goodbye to friends, goodbye to a home. But regardless of this, our Hollands, our community that we have created here together, will live on in our memories and in our friendships. And that, along with the diploma, because that's included as well, is invaluable. For many of us today, it is bittersweet. For others, it may feel more like a sigh of relief. But regardless of how you feel, I want to take this moment to say that I am proud of you. I am proud that I have been given this opportunity to represent you. And I am genuinely excited to see where we go from here. What we have had is beautiful, but I know, truly know, in my heart, that it is only the beginning for us. So with that, congratulations to you, my friends, the class of 2017. Now I do have an announcement that I would like to make on behalf of the Senior Legacy Program. 32 years ago, 2 seniors began fundraising amongst their classmates to leave their legacy at Holland's through a senior gift. Each year since, members of the senior class have continued that tradition, coming together to raise awareness regarding the importance of alumni support and to leave their legacy through their first gifts to the Holland's Fund. I want to especially thank and recognize the Senior Legacy Committee, members who volunteered their time and talents. As your name is called, please stand and remain standing until all names are read. Senior Legacy Chair, Sam Batts. Senior Legacy Committee members, Diana Ferranda, Shelby Estes, Ashani Davidson, Leandra Oliver, and Suprema Beal. And at this time, I am pleased to announce that the class of 2017 has raised a total of $1,745 and 23 cents, with a total of 26% participation from our class. So thank you to the class of 2017 for making that gift. And with a generous challenge from Alex Trauber, class of 1986, and Holland's trustee, our senior legacy gift has been doubled to $2,490.46. Can you tell I'm a communications major? Anyways, thank you to the class of 2017. Thank you for your generosity, your commitment to Holland's, and for such an outstanding show of your support.
We now come to the conferring of degrees. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Fine Arts please rise? Madam President, I have the honor on behalf of the faculty to present to you candidates for the degree Master of Fine Arts, all of whom have successfully completed the requirements for the degree as prescribed by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees.
By the authority of the Commonwealth, upon the recommendation of the faculty, with the approval of the Board of Trustees, we confer upon you the degree of Master of Fine Arts with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto.
Please hold your applause until the conferring of all Master of Fine Arts degrees. Leonidas Domici Arpon. Marcy Jean Batchelor. Jason Christopher Bolito. Christina Lee Burns. Joseph John Hampton. Tessa Elizabeth Cheek. Andre Degat. Rainey Consuelo Emerson. Aaron Summers Drummond. Eric Eugene Edson. Jessica Lynn Fox. Sarah Elizabeth Gibbons. Ashley Elizabeth Gill. Amy Deladish Glendinning. Cassie Alicia Gustafson. Anthony Edward Hagan. Dulce Amber Haviland. Daniel Joseph Henneke. Homer Shihong Se. Allison Elaine Blasco Hurd. Jennifer Marie Kelbel. Mara Carr. Jocelyn Amanda Knampik. Sergio David Kopolev. Andrew Reed Luckett. Rachel Dawn Schlebach Miller. Clay Riley Morell. Ellen Marie Paolini. Amanda Jean Parsons. Scott Devin Ramsberg. Elizabeth Rose Reitzel. Blake Coleman Rader. Inga Leah Schmidt. Bridget Patrice Shannon. Dewey Randall Shelley. Paul Gilbert Snyder. Shannon Kathleen Stanton Lawson. Mariah Veluccio Steele. Lydia Stewart. Christy Platter Stoltz. Jennifer Hoyt Tidwell. Abigail Elizabeth Tiffin. Julie Gabriella Upshur. Nikisha Renee Wall. Lassiter Marcel Williams. Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts please rise? Madam President, I have the honor on behalf of the faculty to present to you candidates for the degree Master of Arts, all of whom have successfully completed the requirements for the degree as prescribed by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees.
By the authority of the Commonwealth, on the recommendation of the faculty and with the approval of the Board of Trustees, we confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto.
Please hold your applause until the conferring of all Master of Arts degrees. Casey L. Duran. Emily May Gates. Jennifer Marie McConnell. Melissa Reese Moy. Jacqueline Susan Williams. Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Teaching please rise? Madam President, I have the honor on behalf of the faculty to present to you candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Teaching, all of whom have successfully completed the requirements for the degree as prescribed by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees.
By the authority of the Commonwealth, on the recommendation of the faculty and with the approval of the Board of Trustees, we confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts in Teaching with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto.
Please hold your applause until the conferring of all Master of Arts in Teaching degrees. Elizabeth Parker Arthur. Gabriella Olivia Azar. Mary Cameron Brooks. Brittany K. Cornett. Christopher Miles Crawford. Mary Courtney Kroom. Savannah Rebecca Donovan. Michelle Ann Esposito. Ashley Marin Farrer. Jacqueline Christina Gray Fuller. Madeline Claire Largan. Francis Anthony Longacre. Christine Early Mortlock. Allison Gail Rollins. Michelle Lee Mullins Stevenson. Prentice Jennings Sargent. Chloe Benner Scales. Ashley Lynn Williams. Stephanie Michelle Woodson.
We'll get a picture.
Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Liberal Studies please rise? Madam President, I have the honor on behalf of the faculty to present to you candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Liberal Studies, all of whom have successfully completed the requirements for the degree as prescribed by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees.
By the authority of the Commonwealth and upon the recommendation of the faculty with the approval of the Board of Trustees, we confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts in Liberal Studies with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto.
Please hold your applause until the conferring of all Master of Arts in Liberal Studies degrees. Deborah Lynn Coburn. Vicki Denise Culpepper. Maria Lucinda Davis. Karen Lynn Hagel. Sarah Ann Wimmer Leftwich. Gregory Shepard Morrison. Amy Elizabeth Gray. Bria Danielle Wallace. Pamela Lewis Whitesell. David Allen Wyatt. Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree please rise? Madam President, I have the honor on behalf of the faculty to present to you candidates for the bachelor's degree, all of whom have successfully completed the requirements for the degree as prescribed by and approved by the Board of Trustees.
By the authority of the Commonwealth, upon the recommendation of the faculty, with the approval of the Holland's Board of Trustees, we confer upon you the bachelor's degree and admit you to all its rights and privileges.
After receiving your degrees, please take the opportunity while leaving the stage to reposition your tassel from right to left. First Faculty Award for Academic Excellence, Taylor Joyce Walker, summa cum laude. Second Faculty Award for Academic Excellence, Samantha Ann Stone, summa cum laude. Tara Theo Elberg, magna cum laude, Departmental Honors in English and History. Avery Brooks Akoto. Alexandra Jacqueline Asbury. Natalie Marie Badway. Suprema Singh Bailey. Summa cum laude. Taylor Noel Bilbridge. Samantha Lee Phillips. Dylan Allison Bingham, cum laude. Madison Augusta Brocken, summa cum laude. Catherine Susan Brandt. Krista Eileen Buckland. Christina Marie Canuto, cum laude. Laura Ann Carden, magna cum laude. Brian Jazdia Carter. Haley Lynn Caulfield James. Lauren Victoria Chin, magna cum laude with departmental honors in chemistry. Shannon Marie Ciccarello, summa cum laude. Heidi Lynn Collier, cum laude. Gabriella Isabel Colon. Felicia Lynn Kozart. Angelina Frances Cruz, magna cum laude. Nicole Dominique Curran. Ashani Janique Gale Davidson. Darren Grace Dell, cum laude. Kelly Tenorio Demicon, magna cum laude. Olivia Grace Dierker, magna cum laude. Monica Christine Doble, summa cum laude, with departmental honors in gender and women's studies. Nika Wren Downey, departmental honors in history. Samantha Giles Dozal. Ann Scott Kilkenny Drawn, cum laude with departmental honors in English. Chloe Inell Edwards, cum laude. Shelby Rosemarie Estes. Ashley Nicole Farmer. Rebecca Jane Fawcett. Brittany Lynn Flowers. Mackenzie Elizabeth Fogelsong. Diana Caroline Ferranda with departmental honors in film. Olivia Farah Frosty. Erin Marie Galvin McCoy, magna cum laude with departmental honors in English. Erica Lynn Goad, cum laude with departmental honors in English. Taylor Elise Goodwin. Amanda Catherine Rhodes. Prophet Shantae Burley. Julia Elizabeth Pavgors. Tegan Grace Maureen Harcourt, magna cum laude. Valerie Robin Harrison, magna cum laude. Christine Louise Cabrilla, summa cum laude with departmental honors in biology. Carrie Elizabeth Heldreth. Rachel Jeanette Hertzler. Mary Howard Higgins. Jessica Marie Hines. Casey Lynn Hoggart. Alexis Marie Hughes. Taylor Joy Human, magna cum laude with departmental honors in English. Madeline Pearl Hurley, cum laude. Rebecca Leah Johnson, cum laude. Jalea Lachey Joseph, with departmental honors in sociology. Anna Claire Jocelyn. Rory Moran Healy, summa cum laude. Alexis Jordan Keith, magna cum laude. Lois Bohe Kim, magna cum laude. Liana Elizabeth King, with departmental honors in English. Jessica Danielle King Brea, magna cum laude. Virginia Grace Lash. Levine Marie LeBlanc. Christina Marie Lehman, cum laude. Erin Marie Leslie. Caitlin Louise Lewis, with departmental honors in English. Lynn Lynn, magna cum laude. Sidney Dawn Little. Heather Leanne Loudermilk. Maura Tierney Leiden, summa cum laude. Felicity Mompe, cum laude, with departmental honors in chemistry. Amber Jane Markovitz, cum laude. Jennifer Lynn McCracken, magna cum laude. Catherine Mary McNamee, magna cum laude with departmental honors in film. Laura Rose Nutter. Jessica Ann Michael, magna cum laude. Holly Ray Monger. Catherine Rose Morell, cum laude. Kirsten Edith Mosley. Kelly Marie Murray, cum laude. Marguerite Ann Nabach. Cindy Oliver Newell, cum laude. Leandria Rochelle Oliver. Joanna Ellen Parker. Veronica May Parker, summa cum laude. Natalie May Parker. Oh, sorry. Natalie Maya Pendergast, with departmental honors in English. Antonia Elaine Perez Bravo, magna cum laude. Mary Margaret Perrin Key, magna cum laude. Madeline Virginia Perry. Natalie Paige Ramba, summa cum laude. Catherine Marie Ramundo, summa cum laude. Haley Lynn Reeves. Kimberly Ann Rice. Brittany Marie Richardson, cum laude. Marissa Monique Gray Richardson, summa cum laude. Julia Fernanda Rogan. Ashley April Rotanto, summa cum laude. Corey Yvonne Ruth. Tet Niat San, summa cum laude. Ashraket Syed Ahmed. Emma Engel Sayer. Samantha Taylor Shires. Savannah Riel Seiler, cum laude. Sumaya Assam Shaban. Kayla Renee Short, cum laude. Lucy Thornton Smith, magna cum laude. Jade Ashley Soissonter, cum laude with departmental honors in English. Catherine Laurel Soul. Abigail Marie Stromeyer. Allison Lee Tamborini. Caitlin Marie Taylor. Elizabeth Ray Turner. Tamika Michelle Terrain. Nicole Lee Choi. Elizabeth Kirsten Trapp. Stephanie Lisa Tudor. Amina Pearl Turner, cum laude with departmental honors in film. Sonia Batts. Alethea Jessie Vest. Megan Nicole Ward. Noelle Blakely Ware, cum laude with departmental honors in psychology. Cecily Dawn Weber. Melissa Cassandra Webley Sewell. Carly Grace White. Nora Christine Williams, summa cum laude with departmental honors in religious studies. Sierra Marie Wendell, cum laude. Amanda Michelle Young. Zamorsky. President Gray, I have the honor of presenting to you the class of 2017, graduates of Holland University.
Thank you, Dean Beach, for doing a great job today. We're all grateful to you. And congratulations to our new college graduates. As you and I both anticipate the changes that are coming in our lives, and all the opportunities that await us, I share the mixed feelings you have. Perhaps like you, I'm excited about the future, proud of my accomplishments, but a little unsettled and unsure about what may be ahead. Yet we can all move confidently into our next chapters, classmates. Because all of that we have gained from Holland, your rigorous liberal education, the opportunity to take risks here, make mistakes, and learn from those mistakes, to gain greater self-awareness and self-confidence, to develop close, lifelong friendships, and the knowledge that when you come back to visit, Holland's will always be home. And as I leave, I would like to take this opportunity just to thank all of you for your support, your encouragement, and your love as we have worked together over the last 12 and a half years. It has truly been a great joy and privilege to serve and work with you. And my husband David and I are both deeply grateful. I would particularly like to thank the faculty for their excellent work, for sometimes bearing with me, and for the respectful partnership we have developed as we have worked together. I would like to thank my colleagues, especially those on my cabinet who have been such an incredibly strong team. To thank the staff who have cared for this campus and who have cared for this place and its people. To thank our Board of Trustees who have given selflessly of their very able leadership to this special place. And to thank the students who have taught me so much, and the class of 2017 especially, who are truly now my classmates. To all of you, we thank you deeply for this extraordinary experience. The Holland's diploma you received today will be an enduring symbol of your achievement. When you arrived on this campus, we advised you to make Holland's your own. Today, we encourage you to make the world your own as you pursue whatever most engages you, but to treat those whom you encounter respectfully and kindly. And as you leave this place, remember the gold and green ties that bound us together. Stay in touch with each other and engage with your alma mater. And remember that even with your new Holland's degree in hand, learning does not stop today, but a lifetime of curiosity and learning has just begun. Congratulations to our new Holland graduates. Commencement guests are asked to please remain seated until after the academic procession has reached the administration building. Graduates, you will then receive your diplomas. All of you are cordially invited to stay and join us for refreshments, and let's hope the rain continues to hold off. I now declare the 175th academic session at Holland's is concluded.
You are reminded to not forget to pick up your diplomas in the green drawing room in the main building before you leave today. They will be available until 1 p.m. today. And now go forward to follow your dreams and make the world your own. May you always find your place in the Holland circle, and may you create new circles that invite others in. Labali Oculus.
Shoes? I love the shoes.
Look like little old lady shoes.
No,